Hello? Okay. I had to abort the last attempt because Facebook went out and said, "Do you want to continue this?" And said, "Do you want to continue this broadcast without Facebook Live?" I said, "No." So I had a streaming error, and I have streaming error again. So to heck with it, because it's going on. Uh, Supposedly going on Twitter and YouTube Premium Live. So Facebook will get it because I have the whole broadcast on a recorded thing. It just won't be live on Facebook. That's just, we'll have to figure that out. Anyway, so today is 10th. Let's unplug this and plug it back in. Oops, this way I want this. I want this. Whoops. Oop, no, I don't know what that is. Let's try this. This looks promising. No, I don't know what that is. There we go. We get. All right, I'm trying to get this picture up. It is mega. Ah, there it is. Marvelous. A little slow, but that's a beauty. There we go. Somewhere in the corner somewhere. I don't care. This is a very difficult. I've taken thousands of pictures with polo, and to get this clucker, there's a special name for that. When you get you see how flexible that is, and it makes a very strict, unique sound. You know, and I can't seem to remember what they called that. But I was, shooting, and there was a couple other photographers there with me, and guys, so all of a sudden the sound came, and I had already pushed my button just before that, and the guy said, "I've been trying to catch that shot, for like 10 years," and I said, "I think I just got it." So I showed him my, digital thing. He said, "Oh my God, Mark, I can't seem to get that." Yeah, it's called. It's like being lucky. So anyway, I got lucky. Yeah, there we go. Oh, here we go. There we are. There's Jimmy. Anyway, I'm very happy to catch that shot. And for your dining pleasure, if we uh, if we go to this logo thing called Wilson Picks, press that and see what happens. Yes, I made it a feature. International Polo Club Life in South Florida. And I have that outstanding picture right there. And then if you press, if you touch that picture, see 4161100.com with a hyphen, not a dot, 416 uh, hyphen 1100.com. Then you end up right here. And then if you touch that picture, if you touch that picture, it goes right to where that shot is in the gallery. And then you can, see a lot of other pictures. There we go. I'm down here. Hello. And then you can see these spectacular shots. They're all running. Let's see, where's the ball? Oops, there it is. See the ball right there. There it is. It's interesting material. It's like a plastic, but you can dent it, and then you go and replace all the chuckers. Where all the uh, replacing divots, and everyone at like halftime walks out on the field and replaces and steps down all the divots. Here's a guy getting ready. There's the goalpost, getting ready to pop it right in there, and there's the full swing. Here's the ball. It is in the air. They have a couple of horses that are in the air. Look at this. And, these guys are all with the sticks up, claiming foul. They're a bunch of sissies. And they're all doing that. And they'll come. It's a very, the horses have to be. Let's say the horses are doing, they're riding around. There's a lot of effort. Horses. This was a picture that should be there. Uh, that's out of focus. Anyway, so the important news is 416-1100.com. What do? You come up with? International Polo Club Life in South Florida. And they fly these horses in from Argentina and all that teams from all over South America, that come here to compete. And you need like 35, 40 horses because they switch them out, for fresh legs. But their horses are beautiful. They're just spectacular horse bodies. You know, I don't know anything about horses, but I know how to see a good-looking horse. And these are, like spectacular. Anyway, so there's Marilyn with Jay Leno. Hello. Came to the 14th annual Boca Aviation. You call it a hangar party. They have a party in this situation there at a hangar. Here's all. Yeah, I got there early, and or else it's a big crowd of people, and then you wouldn't be able to see, all the cars. Right down. Here it is. Boca Raton hangar party. And you got all this fancy people flying on their jets. Amazing. So there's a bunch of galleries here. There's like 52 topics. As you run down the list there, here's, uh, stuff about Canon cameras. I was hired to take product photography of a brand new bar that was opening up in West Boca Raton. I took pictures of, yeah, here's Rappaport's restaurant group made these exciting looking dinners. And there's Marilyn with Burt Mac's crew. Let's touch on this. The Lola Ultra Lounge, they called it. A friend of mine, uh, Tony Figarelli, actually started them up from scratch. Love, often, love a lot. Lola. I took pictures of their specialty martinis, which you can see, and like a spotlight on them. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's, yeah. So I set up a bunch of glasses and put a little lemon wedge on that last one. Brings out your artistic vibrations. Let's try it. Yeah. Let's just move this. Let's do that over so I can see my pictures here. Yeah, there's a brighter one. So here, oh, see, there's Jimmy. And here is one of the gals that is watching us do this. This is a live bartender. And this is one of the officials of Lola. See, we're setting up this cocktail right there. And I've got a special light that's on a little stand, a couple of batteries on it. You can kind of see that. Turn down Epidemius a little bit. There, look at that dish. Woo! Yeah, lamb chops with a little sprig coming up the middle. You can see the bone, and so we set up. Yeah, look at that. I mean, this is good looking stuff. If I do say so myself. It took us, all day to do this photo shoot, and they had a bar over on this end, and then they had the what do you call it? The kitchen, and we got these dishes from the expo counter. So, the chef is making up his dishes, and he's passing them through to us over the expo counter, and and then, we're shooting. And there we go. Let's see, and we set up a bunch of uh, uh, different kinds of beers. I think, yeah. And, yep, Adriatic lager. Anyway, see, so just to add color, international flair. Let's keep going. There, oh, see, there's the restaurant. Took a couple of restaurant pictures. The lighting and the light fixtures up there. Cost them millions to get this place. See, now here's some seared tuna, and I don't know what that is in this wooden box doodads that they serve the dish in. Very attractive. There you go. There's another picture. Fresh veggies, carrots, and stuff. Big chunk of tuna, seared tuna with sesame seed. There you go. There's a flatbread. Coming right out of the pizza oven. I'm actually standing behind a live band that's playing. They're almost live. This person looks like he's maybe not quite so live, but anyway, so A live band. August 24th, 2009. That's a while ago, huh? Wow. Time flies when you're having a good time. So here's a player, piano player in the band there. So this is a wall, some kind of weird wall, and you can see the instruments. They kind of made up a stage. This is a big curved bar, very expensive to do big curved bars. So you can see this player is pretty intense. And here's another shot I took and made it black and white. And you just turn off the color. Look at that. Ooh, that looks like a crab cake of some kind. I keep expanding it. Whoop. Oh, there we go. Amazing, huh? You can, the miracle of the iPad Pro. So here's another shot. Yeah, black and white. Color shot of the big curved bar. It's all the way around. This cocktail table's up there where the band was. It was an enjoyable place. We went there often. I took, I think 1,400 in cash and 1,000 in on account. We saved them, so I would go there and have a dinner, or have a couple cocktails at the bar. They give us a tab, sign off on it, and gets charged to the account. This is an outdoor gas powered, propane powered. You sit around this thing, in the cold weather. Stay nice and toasty, and you can see in the background, they have some cars parked. Nice use of space, patio space. There's another flatbread. There's a color picture of the restaurant, looking from the middle of the restaurant towards back here, where the kitchen is. I mean, it looks nice and docile here. In the back, they're all banging pans. Very active kitchen. Oh my God. Ooh, there you go. Look at that. Crab cake. That's like all crab. Yeah, that's so Tony Figueroa, he got the menu going and got the chefs and everything, preparing it to Tony Figueroa's demanding specifications. I should send this link to Figueroa. He'd enjoy seeing it because this was his baby. Now here's, instead of available light, I use flash, and you can see you get flash. It's much better with natural light and turn up the use your digital tools in Photoshop Express. Pull up the shadow detail. That's what I was looking for. So here's a nice round table in the middle of the restaurant. The bar's over this way. You can see my finger pointing. And the expo, the kitchen is that way. Yeah, to the right. So, place setting, glassware, polished, table perfectly clean. There's a looking at the bar. Press this right here. Goes to the next series of pictures. There's bartender. Zoomed in on her a little bit. Lola. Yeah, see, there's love, often love a lot. Lola. Restaurant and ultra lounge. This, it's a lady owner, and she owned a restaurant right next to this one, which is like an Italian restaurant. Amazing. So this is her high end thing. This is a private room. You can see all the chairs lined up and all the place settings lined up. And the Lola, I think that's like a cocktail menu sitting in the middle of the table there. There we are. Focusing a little bit more on Lola. I set it back, I set it up, and I set it in the middle. So, let them decide which one they like the best. So, here, uh, the lighting is a lot more natural. The flash was like way up high. Probably bounced it off the ceiling. Had a nice white ceiling. There's another shot. See, and I put a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc in the background. Probably the glass and the fire, the pizza oven fire in the background. Yeah, you got to use your used all my creative juices to come up with some of these shots. Yeah, I like this one. That's pretty nice, if I do say so myself. So here's a candle thingy, and the Lola thing. Lit that up with the natural candle light, and then I have a glass, and then you have a glass, and you look through this glass, and you see a glass behind it. See how cool that is? I've never seen that before until we set that up. Anyway, the restaurant, and Tony Figueroa, they love these shots. Look at this. You look through this glass, and then you see the glass behind it. You get them lined up so you can see a glass in the glass. Very cute. And then, you've got the Lola. Then you right smack in the middle. There it is again. I move the glasses around a little bit. Move the candle left, right. Remember those shots. Here's another seared tuna, and I think this is shrimp that have been extended and deep fried with some sesame seeds. It's marvelous. Whew, what an appetizer! Yeah, I think it costs $20, but I didn't look at that. The popsicle stick seared tuna. Who the hell ever heard of that? Well, Tony Figueroa came up with it. I've got to send him a link to this pork pictures, so I should be able to touch that picture and save it to photos. See down here in list, save to photos. Bingo. Now let's just to make sure, let's go to photos and see if it's there. Let's see. We want to go to recent. There it is. See? I got it in photos. See, August 24th, 2009. Picture was taken at 10:12 p.m. 9 o'clock at night. Wow, I worked hard on that one. The ISO was 3200. The focal length was 105 millimeter, f4 at 1/15th of a second. I had the camera on a tripod so it wouldn't shake. All right, so I just and the camera was an EOS 5D Mark II. So it tells you not only the camera, the information about the exposure, and the date and the time. The miracles of Canon photography. So now we're going back to the website where these beautiful images are, and let's get one that has. Yeah, let's with the low in the middle. So I'm going to press on that picture. Press, okay. There it is. Save to photos. Bingo. He'll Tony is like in, I think Phoenix, Arizona, or something, running a restaurant out there. I mean, he's traveled all over the country, opening up restaurants between California and Arizona. Here's a nice one. Oh boy, this is a nice shot. So this is an insulated stainless steel cup. So when they put the shrimp down in there, and then you got four lollipop, what do you call them? Stir tunas, wine glass, fire in the background, fire in a hole. Save the photos. Yeah, like this one too. Bingo. I'm not gonna send them all these. I'm just gonna pick one. That crab cake looks pretty good. I want to see one with the fire on the fireplace. So, oh, there it is. Speak of the devil. All right, let's pop that one in there. In my recent photos, it pulls right off the website. There's like 400,000 pictures I have saved on that website. There's a flatbread. That's pretty nice. The fire in the hole is a little more intense on this one. Let's have to have the right tap. Save the photos. Crab cake. See now here it's a little dark. This is a different exposure. This is brightened up. They got a pizza in there. There's the crab cake. That looks pretty good. Let's pop this one. Yeah, save the photos. I got something else I want to show you. Look at this. 26,409,651. That's the number of page hits I've had on this website. 26 million. And you think this is a real counter, by the way. I'm going to come up here and touch this and hit this little recycle. This, you see the recycle right here? Bingo. Let's do that. And what was that number? 60 what? Go to the bottom. So, now it's 659. It used to be 658. And so it'll be 660 if I hit this again. And while we're coming down here, I got a real snappy picture of the restaurant. This one's good. That's the special room. You know, so if you got a private party of 20 or something, you throw them in there. And some pretty people show up to this place. You got rolls in the background. There's good lighting that's coming this way. Oh, God. Like all these pictures. That's the private room. So that counter should be at least 60. Whoops. 60. Yep, there it is. 66. Just so you know, it's an authentic counter. So that's since 2005 when I redesigned the website and reset the counter. I mean, back then it only had like 5 or 6,000, so resetting it wasn't a big deal. I don't want to reset it now with 26,000. Yeah, that's a nice number. Not many websites have had uh, 26 million hits. Yeah, that's a lot of hits. And Smug Bug, go all the way to the bottom. See, ooh, no more corner here, right corner. Copyright 2023. Smug Bug. That's Smug Bug. That's the name of the outfit that stores all these photos. I got my own copyright message. The sole property of James L. Wilson, unless otherwise indicated. Duplicate, because I have other images that are not mine, and I indicate that, and you can do a web search on here. Um, Here's a very brief bio that I have on here. Jim Wilson, principal, licensed broker, engaged in the design, development, and property management of major real estate projects in South Florida, with offices in Boca Raton. Wilson is uh, currently a licensed Florida real estate broker. There's my broker license number. With several decades of commercial banking experience, our debt and equity teams closed hundreds of major real estate property transactions ranging from 10 million to 150 million in transaction size, including the landmark Joe Robbie Stadium. Yes, sir. Jimmy signed off on that sucker. I was the lead lender on the Joe Robbie Stadium when it was built from El Scratcho in 1983. How about that? That's pretty fancy. I was the principal officer at Southeast Bank, and it was get this, $115 million construction loan. Now then that was like hot stuff. I mean, today it'd be 2 billion. I mean, literally, maybe 2.5 billion. We could build a whole Joe Robbie Stadium for $115 million, and the general contractor was Hoover Hunt and Nichols, and the architect, which is HOK Sports. The project manager was George A. Fuller and Company. Joe Robbie Stadium, when built, was 75,000 seats and 24,000 parking, non-structured parking, all flat. Parking cars. Can you imagine 24,000 parking spaces? That's what it was. Situated on a 140-acre site in northwest Miami-Dade County, right at the edge where the Everglades is. Yep. And highways linked right into it. It was big. It was a big deal at the time, and that, that was the resume I improved Jimmy. Yes, sir. That was fun. That one, doing that one. Although I like doing multi-level residential and 15, 20 floor office buildings because they come out of the ground, they go up. Stadium goes this way, wide, and it's a big deal. Oh, so look at the bottom here. Pearson Education. Wilson wrote a book. Jimmy, I'm going to show it to you. Yes, I've never showed it to you before. Let's change the way this site looks. Get out of this, and we'll shut down this. There we go. So now we have big screen here because this book is a big book. Let me turn that. There we go. I have to show my book. Get the microphone out of the way. And if I move it, when I have the volume up, it makes a big racket. There it is. There's my book. I use this at FAU. Easy for me to say. See, Pearson Education Principles, digital photography. This page right here. This is what universities love. Look at this. James L. Wilson, adjunct faculty, Florida Atlantic University. I was on the staff for like 2 weeks, and Pearson bought this book. And when publishing is everything, when you're on the faculty, they want you to be published. Well, there we go. I got an ISBN number on the back. See there? You scan that sucker right in there, and it's the cover, the back cover. There's Pearson Education. So when I was meeting with what they call the acquisition editor, um, I did this. I had it just like this. I sent this 150 million byte file to like Kinko's, one of these places that prints things. So I sent it to them. It was yeah. I like this one. Yeah, cards. So each one of these chapters is a different tool. Oh, here's my house calls. Yeah, house calls, $50. But that price has changed over the years. Let's see what it is now. And the next printing of this thing. Aha! I'll take this out. It's $77. We get that $50 crap, They always give me a tip. Yeah, and all that stuff. So these are, you slip these right underneath the, like cards. Common technology issues that I would help people with. How much of a change on the back here? Phone number is the same. You're a technology guy. Yes, I am. What kind of things I do? My iPhone, iPad, Android will not charge. My applications do not update correctly. Should I update my iOS operating system? These are technology issues that the common person might be, hesitant about. My iPhone or Android is totally frozen. Well, put it in the oven. No. I received a gifted iPad. Help me set it up. Okay, I've done a few of those. Having problems with your Android phone? I need to create a presentation using iPad. Okay, warning messages. I don't understand. My Wi-Fi network isn't operating. It's too slow or whatever. My operating system is out of date. So what? All right. Well, I can explain that to them. iCloud backup. What? What's that? Question mark. What is it? Do I need it? What does it taste like? All right. Are all my portable devices safe, secure? Need help with email, Gmail, viruses? What the heck is going on here? What is the iCloud anyway? Do I need it? We need training to improve our photo editing. Yaha! That's what this thing is all about. This little book. Anyway, so I took this over to, something like Kinko's in PDF format. And I said, I want this printed on 110-pound stock, which is coated. This is coated stock. And I want it spiral bound with a half inch, 5 inch. This is more than a half inch. This is like 5/8 inch. You know, and they punch it, and they did, and I had to make like 5 copies of this, and John Harlan set up an appointment for me with the acquisitions editor of Pearson, which I'm very thankful for, because he knew the acquisitions editor. She flew in from Jacksonville. We met in John Harlan's office at FAU on the 3rd floor of the building 54, which is where I taught in room 354, I think. So we sat down with this lady, and I had my little briefcase, and said, "Can you show us your manuscript?" And I said, "Sir," and I said, "Well, yes." So I pull out 3 of these, one for her, one for Harlan, and one for myself, and I said, "This is it." I said, "I want it printed just like this. I want it on this stock. I want it spiral bound, so it lays flat in the laboratory where we have our computers, and I teach directly from this. It's got 24 exercises in it, and in the very front here, we have some. Harlan told me to add some science to it, so I added some lab exercise imagers, Bayer arrays, CMOS, and CCD image sensors, and I showed them how the sensors work. And I took these images from um, from DK Press. Just so happens that Pearson owns DK. How convenient is that? She said, "Well, getting permission so that it's going to not be a problem because we own the company." I said, "Good. That's why I took DK images. Let's keep it simple." So here's some more science, and then here's just an exercise and explanation of uh, histograms. What it goes from dark to light, and so this cloud is the little bright area here is the peak here, and the dark area back in here is this dark area right in here. And it just shows people on how to look at the oops, sorry, um, the levels scale, and you can move these little sliders and just completely burn out the sky. You know, here we're moving a slider to brighten up this Sleepy Hollow, all the trees covering this area right here. So we just took this middle slider and moved it over that way a little bit to here, and look how that brightened that up, that area there. It doesn't show up so good on the TV monitors here, but it's so. All right, okay. It's more anyway. So I just want to show you this book thing. You can see these images on my site 4161100.com, because we're going to go back. Let's see if I can do this without a bunch of. No, let's just drop it. We'll go here. Then I'll start from scratch, and then I'll show you on my site. You can see this. Let me take the. There we go. Lynn University. We're going to have championship events. You click on that, it goes there. Here's travel photography that I took when Marilyn and I went on a cruise. A little piece of dirt on here. Get it off. Exotic plants. I started writing a book, Principles of Forensic Digital Photography, with Dr. Henry Lee. See that? But I never finished it. Just ran out of time doing it. So here, see? You see the book? See this right here? You click right on that, and you go to my classes. If you click on this disc, this takes you to the actual images that are used, like here. So you just touch that. See, there's an ISBN. Pearson there's an ISBN number on the CD-ROM. Sample images. Let's touch it again. See what happens. There we go. See, there's a CD-ROM. It's sealed in this little package here. There's my business card. Look at that. I got the cover of the book on my FAU business card. That's the back of the card. That's the front of the card. The FAU. I'm kind of proud of that. I taught for since 2000, year 2000. So this is 2023. Whew. I've had the key to that room for 23 years. Woo! Same room, same building. It's different. Students come and go. But this is good stuff. It's fun. It's a fun class. Everybody pretty much liked the class. Working with these images. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that little doodad that I calculated, kept track. Took me let's do this. Took me 700 hours. Whew. Let's take, where's my calculator? Should be, where is my calculator? Let's go here. There it is. Huh. Okay, so we're at 700 hours. I remember that number. So let's divide it by 8. 8 hours in a day. Let's divide it by 6, because you don't write 8 hours. You're lucky if you get a 6-hour day when you're writing something. So let's just put 6 equals 116 days. Okay, that's like a third of a year. It took me about a half a year. Yeah, take off some weekends and things. Yeah, 700 hours is a lot of time. Because all the mechanics of the pages and the doing the cover, actually all the tools in this book creates the cover. Matter of fact, it's one of the exercises in creating this glass and putting the logo on the glass. That's an exercise. And the title with the swirl, putting the straw and the lemon on the glass. Because I just took a picture of a glass at Mon Ami restaurant on the bar. I took the bar off, so the glass is just hanging here. There's my name underneath. Computer Laboratory Manual. Techniques, Digital Science Projects. I did the front cover and the back cover, and Pearson put this stuff on, the ISBN number and their logo. That's very understated. It's the largest educational publisher in, could be, well, North America. It is the largest educational publisher in North America. No, I can't say the world because there may be a publisher in China. They got over a billion three people. So maybe there's a publisher in China that's bigger than Pearson, which I have no clue. I mean, Dr. Henry Lee wanted me to write a book with him. I showed him this book, Phoenix, Arizona. My daughter was organized an event with all these named characters because of a project they were working on in Washington. And Henry Lee's expertise was solicited, so he was there. So Robin says, "Hey, Henry Lee's going to be there. Why don't you come visit me? Fly into Phoenix and you can camp out in my room with me, Robin. I said, okay. And Henry Lee was there. So Robin and Henry Lee picked me up at the airport. And Dr. Lee would not let me carry my own bags. He'd carry my bags. I said, Dr. Lee, please let me. It's on a wheel. I can wheel it. He wouldn't let me wheel it. He took it off the what you call it and said, oh, Mr. Wilson, he's such a gentleman. Oh, God. Whew. Anyway, so that's my story there. And let's go back here. There we go. So, all right, I've been live here for 50 minutes and 54 seconds. And I lost Facebook and I lost something else. So now I'll go backtrack and see if I can figure out how come some of the streaming didn't work properly. And in the meantime, wish you a happy Monday, 10th. My cleaning people come on Wednesday, which is a good thing. Clean out all my messes. We had all weekend. We were like, with Netflix. Amazing what you can see. Yeah, this big screen TV is like being in a theater. Okay, so the Dow is up 137. Let's take a peek at Tesla. They're at just for the fun of it. Face ID. Oh, Tesla is down 6, down to 100, 268. Wow, it was 100, a few months ago, and now it's 268. Let's touch this and see the news. Let's see. Tesla Model 3 was the best-selling EV so far in the world. I mean, Elon is like, we drive a Model Y, which is XYZ, SXY, and a Model 3. They wanted to have a Model E, SEXY. Yeah, last guy. But Ford owns the name Model 3. So he used a 3 instead of an E. Sounds like it. And you turn a number 3 this way and it looks like an E. But it's actually a 3, just reversed. I think his lawyer says, don't do that. So my suggestion is just buy the Ford Motor Company. Just buy the whole goddamn company. And that way you can get your E. He didn't do that. I sent him a tweet and said, just buy the company. And then you can you get the E, the Model E. There's a lot of battery technology that's going to come out. What? This is a 5-year chart. Look at it. It was up to $406 a share in 2021. No, June, July, something like that. Now it's 268, but it's actually up over $400 a share. And see down here, it was down to 100. If you go back, 5 years or so, it was down around $30 or $40 a share. Can you imagine? And now it's 10 times that. What a deal! And Tesla's got 80 million shares traded already. Again, what? This is at 1:00. Yeah. All right, I was just gonna check. So, all right. Have a good day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.